Why'd you sleep with me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Say it, spit it out. What is it exactly? The pain is the amount cleaning you out. My satisfaction. Today I'm thinking about things that are deadly. The way I'm making you down, like I wanna drown, I wanna step on a glass, step on your tongue. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Filling a glass, killing the sun. Bury a friend, I wanna end. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know?
Hello. Welcome back if you were with us for those 90 days, people. But we are here. Let me sit up in my chair because we're here to talk about the latest episode from the new season of From. And boy, is there always something to talk about with From. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to hit that like button, show us some love, and as always, share your theories and your thoughts down below. We appreciate it. Ashley, how are you feeling? Are you ready to get into From? And you're muted.
Big muted and clapping. Yes, I am so excited to get into From. Y'all know I have been waiting for this. I'm ready to get to the core, to the root of the mystery and figure this thing out, Tyra. But yes, I'm definitely ready to talk about it. How are you? Are you ready? You ready?
Not at all. Absolutely not. Because we're going to go on and get into those overall thoughts. I am not ready. No, I'm not ready. I'm not even going to act like I'm ready. I'm exhausted, a little piece with the show. I think, why is Euphoria down there? I think with probably the last season, I wasn't like done with the show or anything like that. I was just exhausted with the premise of it all and the guessing. I feel like by now we should not be hanging on the string of the beginning. I don't know outside of Unkui and the role that Jade and Tabitha played in the beginning and us figuring out, oh, well, they sacrificed their children for immortality. How are we any closer to any information? We don't know anything. And that bothers me. And I'm just feeling like, is this all going to come together in the end? Or does the narrative change? Does the narrative change according to the season just because they can? Because we want to keep you guys guessing. And there's no real point to it all. Because this is just off the top of my head, things that we've seen, things that were red herrings, things that were supposed to be like a touchstone that don't really mean too much of anything at this point. Now, I'm sure we'll go back to it. And this is just off the top of my head. I'm probably missing several things. But, we got the boy in white here. We had that little session with all the webs and the spiders and the journey with Boyd and Sarah and that whole thing. We had Jasper the puppet and the ventriloquist and the whole thing with Jade and the whole. We had the 1500s and the origins and figuring out those people and what that meant. We had the crows, the bottle tree, the cicadas, the watchtower. Is this a storybook? Is this a simulation? Is this purgatory? Is this
hell?
Girl, seizures, the story walking, the Unkui children, and now we have the man in yellow. I'm sure I'm leaving some stuff out, but what does all of that mean in the grander scheme of where we're headed? I'm not sure. I know I'm not guessing anymore. I'm not presenting anything. I'm going to watch the show, give my thoughts on what's happening. But all of that, that meant, and you saw that Easter egg in the back? No. You won't get me this time From. You will not. But as far as the first episode, this was a very good episode. As frustrated as I am, I'm still intrigued. I'm still interested. It was predictable. I did get there before we got the reveal, but that didn't make it, any less of a sting. It was just like, damn, there's no hope. All of our people are just gonna die, and I'm just gonna have to be set with that and be ready for the restart when we get our new Boyd and our new Ethan and our new whomever. Because this cycle is never ending, and I don't see it stopping here. Overall thoughts, Ashley?
I enjoy myself. Listen, I haven't really watched many of these drawn out like mystery shows, like what's really happening, and then your like expectations are subverted in the end. So I have a good time over here. I'm having a good time with it this season. I too thought episode 1 was a strong episode. I think it kind of was a perfect conclusion to the finale of last season. And I think it's really setting the stage for what we can expect going forward. What I will say is that being that they've just been renewed for their 5th and final season, we are going to come to some sort of resolution, whether it's underwhelming, whether it's the expectation of everyone or not. We're going to get somewhere within a few short years, I'm sure. By the end of the 5th season, they're going to have to do something. But I was not mad at it. I will say honorable mention, Big Sleepy and the lack of the eye. I had a good time over there, Tyra. I cackled. I gasped, I clutched my pearls. I had a good time with Gretchen Grundler over here, Tyra, and I can't wait to see what havoc that she wreaks in the later episodes.
We are people of a certain generation. You got to be a certain age to know who Gretchen is. You got to be in the Spinelli streets, in the recess streets.
The Ashleys, yes, Ashley Spinelli going over there, recess heavy.
But I just wanted to start here. I'm tired already, and we're just episode 1 in. Let's get into Julie first, because we meet Julie. We pick up with Julie where we left her. We're story walking for Jim. I already know probably the entirety of this season, Julie is going to be trying to rewrite history. If I can go back, maybe I can prevent my dad's death. But according to this man in yellow, he's like, oh, girl, here you go again. He is not threatened by Julie. It's not like, oh, you really have a chance. It's like, you're not going to change anything. It's very much so you do this every time. You came back over and over. Which version of Julie is this? He's not intimidated. It's just like, yeah, girl, I'll let you, run on your hamster wheel, but I'm still going to do what I do. I wonder if there's really an aspect of Julie saving or changing anything, because even with Ethan, we'll get to Ethan, but Ethan makes it very clear, like, yeah, you're a story walker, Julie, but pump your brakes. You don't change anything. You can go back, but you don't change anything. So that really doesn't lend me any real strong faith that it's going to be that. I'm hoping that we can really do something useful with this power. At the aspect of, we're going back and we're saving Jim. I think maybe if Julie pulls away from just focusing so much on her dad, especially if he's going to be gone, whether or not, we really don't know. We can't predict anything. But maybe she can use this tool to really go back and do and see and get information that could really help the core group. Because if we're just going and we're just trying to see if we can go to this one spot and prevent Jim's death, we might be missing real strong opportunities. And we need all the information and help that we can get. Ashley, how do you feel about Julie?
I actually really enjoy this aspect of it. Like, I think that there's room here, and I think she's going to be key to breaking whatever cycle. So at this point, we know we're in a story. They keep saying it over and over and over again. We have to know that we're in some sort of story, or that's what we're calling it. And I like the idea that she can go back and she's trying. I feel like she's been to a different future potentially and knows what could be going on or what could change it. I think we're just waiting for whatever iteration of that Julie is. We know Julie with the bob is not Julie, smoker Julie, right? Back in the front. So I'm very interested to see where that's going to go. Of course, I always in my mind am going to liken her to Henry from damn Storybrooke from Once Upon a Time, because they found a way to figure out the story over there. So I think there's got to be a way. I don't think they're doing this for no reason. I will say I do think they had a plan when they started this show. And I haven't read any articles from the showrunners, but I have to think that when they came up with this show, they had an ending in mind already, or at least a premise. So I'm hoping that this is for naught. Like, I'm hoping that this is not for naught, right? Like, they're not just doing it to throw a wrench in it. I like Julie's development, and I'm interested to see who she turns into. Like, I want to see her turn into this story walker who's got presence of mind and all that. I think it would be really cool if our present Julie had finally an awareness, and she remembers on Cooey, right? That she remembers what's going on and that she can tap into it. I think that might be the key, she and Ethan, to breaking whatever cycle has to be broken.
I just think she has the potential and the power to do so much more than just, I have to get back and save my father. Peace to Jim, peace in the Middle East to Jim, but go other places, go see other things. Because who's to say if the man in yellow is the expectation for you to, even though clearly he knows all and sees all, and I'm the innovator, I'm the architect. He the little Richard of Fromville, okay? But what if you go and try to do and seek other things? Maybe he's just expecting you to always come back to this moment because you're so fixated on saving your dad. Girl, go see what's in the back. Who that in the back?
Well, the people are in these streets, Tyra, are saying Jim was so important, and that's why he is the one that the Big Bird throated, because he was logical and he understood. I'm not getting that from what they've seen, but I don't know who came up with the theory, but the people are running with it that Jim was significant. So maybe his significance in saving him, maybe you prevent Gretchen Grundler from causing the ultimate disaster. You know, I don't know, Tyra girl, but that's what they say is important. Was a bad father and a bad husband. Is important.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. The way the man in yellow was like, you always tried so hard. Like, was this just current day? You're always trying so hard and you failed? Or is it like you tried so hard every single time and you failed every single time? Like, was this an isolated event? Or is this just I always could get confused on who are like the staples in Fromville and the reincarnated whatevers and who's like new here. Because Jim gave outsider.
What if everybody is?
Look at here, Ashley. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's another thing that we don't know, things that haven't been confirmed. But the way, you know, he reacted to the whole thing with Jade and Tabitha last time was like, oh, you guys are in on something that's, you know, generations over and over and whatever. And I'm just kind of an outsider who's just here at the behest of Tabitha. But it was never that connection. It was never that mission for me to be here with her. It was going to always be Jade. But you come in and the children, is this the repeat event or is this the one Jim that tried? I would really love to know, especially if he was just so important. I don't know. But Julie, go in the back. Go look at other stuff. Don't just be coming to this one point in time all about Jim. R.I.P. to Jim though, because
that's her daddy girl. She loved him. He was a great daddy. He knew where his kids were at all times.
Let's get into Fatima. She is not okay. She's not okay. She said, y'all didn't believe me. I don't know how long we're going to harbor on the y'all didn't believe me. I can understand that. Afterwards, you know, I don't need any more information. Oh, they sacrificed their children and we know that now. Next conversation. Let's get us some more information. But she's in here like, I told all of y'all. I told you, and just because you didn't see anything on that raggedy ultrasound, y'all didn't believe me. Not and gave birth to a demon. Not and gave birth to Smiley. And this then brought down the whole room because we thought we had a one-up. By the time we get to her taking a shower with all them clothes on, I say, okay, she's not okay. She's not okay. And you can imagine what this would do to somebody's psyche, because who's to say at any point that there needs to be a rebirth of whatever in Fromville, it's not gonna come from me and from my cooch. I don't want to be the incubator for the unknowns. I don't know. This has just had a really heavy impact as far as last season and what she was doing with her body, things that she was consuming. Is it just all gone now just because she gave birth to Smiley and she doesn't have those cravings or those notes about herself anymore? Is she just Fatima now? Is she okay? I do not think that she's okay mentally, and I don't know what you being the baby mama to the Smileys of the world or whatever else you decide to produce. Who knows what could come out of Fatima, what do to a person. And then we got to be in there with Big Sleepy. We got to be in there with Pooh Bear. I call him Pooh Bear. We got to be in there with him, with somebody who tried to kidnap me. What does that look like? I don't know what's next for her, but I'm hoping that we don't conceive another Smiley. Ashley.
Fatima's sick of everybody. She said, you hoes didn't believe me. I told you, and look what I gave birth to. What? What's pissing me off is she doesn't fully remember. They're like, well, who was that? Who was this? Who was this? I don't remember. And I always find it interesting when the audience knows more than the characters in a moment and remembers more than the characters, because I always wonder how that's going to play out. I honestly am hoping that Fatima stays. Like, Girl, because she's literally on the brink. I think not only do you have to wrestle with being kidnapped and having this demon baby taken from you, not knowing what happened to it, then finding out you were basically the incubator for the monsters in the Frumville. That's a crazy awareness. And then all of these people who are claiming, I guess, to be friendly with you, not believing you. How do you move forward in trust going forward? How do you move forward with Boyd? How do you move forward with Ellis? How do you move forward with a big sleepy? Again, the only person on her side, honey, was that evil Tilly. And you know what I think about Tilly and the possibilities over there. But she's definitely not okay. I imagine a breaking coming. I just hope she doesn't try to electrify her head like Brotherhood of the Night's Watch tried. But it makes me nervous, Tyra. When people go over the edge and have so much happen so suddenly, there's typically a breaking. And I'm like, is she going to start hearing from the people? Is Gretchen Grundler going to get under her skin? I don't know, Tyra, but I'm scared for Fatima. I'm scared for her.
I want to know the process of, they sacrificed their children, blank, blank, blank. I mean, is Smiley technically like a sacrifice?
No, I think he's one of the parents. I think he's.
I know he is, but we gave the birth. I just wanted to see. I wanted to see her turn into one of them things. I wanted to see the process. I did last season before we got confirmation of like, oh, okay, she's going to give birth to something. I thought that we were going to see the process of the change, and this is what happens when you turn into like an official monster. Like this is the boss level. I thought we were going to get that experience with her, because what are we doing with her?
So do you think, okay, so here's the thing then. Do you think that she is one of the people who sacrificed their kids and she's reincarnated, giving birth to another one, and she will eventually turn into a monster? I don't know.
We swear down last season that wet woman, that angel, as Pooh Bear put it, Elgin put it. We swear that that looks like is that Fatima? Is that her? It's giving long hair. It's giving, Lady in the Lake type of energy. Somebody has to go through the change. I want to see it. If it have to be her, everybody ain't gonna make it. I want to see some progression with the characters, and I do have a separate slide for Ellis, but I'm over, the Ellis relationship dynamic, and I'm always here for you, and one day you two can prevent forest fires. We're gonna get out of here and have a real relationship one day. I'm gonna be here with you and not care about and do anything else. I don't want any of that this season. I want to see some stuff happen, and if we gotta sacrifice her for that, that's just what we gotta do. I want to see. Sorry,
do it for the show.
Because I thought, even just the connection. Because I know we're going to get to Ellis, but like Ellis and Elgin, what are we going to do with the both of them? Because they seem to be kind of revolved. I don't know. I thought we was going to put Big Sleepy over there with Julie, but we put Julie with Randall all the time last season. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But we got to do something with their dynamic. And what better than, I'm going to save it for when I get to Ellis, because I need something from him. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we're going to get it until she's gone. That sounds so bad to say. Let's get into Boyd. Oh, Boyd said, I can't do it. I can't do it no more. Boyd said, I can't. He said, how many residents do we currently have here in Frumville? 47. He said, carry the 1, 2, 5 bullets to 1. Yeah, I got to make sure that we can go out on our own terms. I got enough bullets. By the time we get back with Boyd, and he's really like dumbfounded. It's like, I know damn well Smiley is not coming back. Is that really him? After my blood is your blood, mother. After I thought we got something, I was like, all right, we got them talisman because that's all we ever had. And now, if my blood is your blood, we got something where if we get close enough, we can actually kill them. No, he came right back. It was the rebirth. Between him, Kenny, they just down there looking wild. Like, are you serious? By the time we make it back up, and I got to tell my people, it's no more. That's what I loved about the last season. It felt like everybody was really talking and sharing information. Because, they'll have their little independent things, independent adventures, and then nobody's communicating. It's like, nope, we already got Fatima. She's sharing. Y'all didn't believe me? Let me get up here and tell you guys what I know and what I saw with my own eyes. Are you sure about that, Boyd? Are you sure? Let's just fight. Let's just fight because you will never question me. I cannot stand in this show when we have increasingly, maybe more so than those creatures coming out, abnormal things happen. And it's just like, oh, well, that's not possible. Those things aren't logical. You're sure, Boyd? Don't question my logic. What do you mean? What do I have to lie for? I've had my moments, but I'm very sane. That's there. Them not believing him in his leadership, that's questionable as hell. But I'm breaking down here. I'm on my last leg. I'm a three-legged dog at this point, about to be two. I can't do it on my own, y'all. I'm tired. I'm confiding in my closest folks. You can't do that. You can't bring it in. Pull it together. There's a community depending on you, boy. You don't get to break down. Between Ellis and Christy, Donna didn't say much. But Ellis and Christy, all y'all. I needed Boyd to start cussing. I said, where them F-bombs? Cuss them out, because back up off of me. I don't want to hear about the expectations that I owe these people. The way that we have seen that sorry community, the moment a little bit goes astray and things don't go accordingly to plan, they turn on Boyd like a pancake. They get to be ready to ride in the street, even though y'all don't have to lift a finger or do much, but be protected off of the strength of my back. And I confide in this group, the closest group to me, and nobody has any real words of, well, let's just suggest this. Will this help you, Boyd? Can we do more of this and less of this? How can we help you? You can't break down. We need you to be strong. Don't cry. If you do, cry in the car where nobody can see you, because the community is dependent on you. I'm going to hug you up here, Dad, but cut that shit off right now before you go downstairs. Don't do that. Christy pisses me off, like usual. You can't. I need more than that. You need to tell me. What you mean it's over? You mean we're doomed? I need more than that. Well, girl, did you hear what I said? I said the one thing I ever thought that we accomplished, taking out Smiley, and maybe we can take out some more, is deaded. He came back reborn, smiling harder than ever. It's just like, well, we don't care. You got to toughen up, Buttercup. I don't like this. Seeing Boyd get so emotional and cry and break down. I know that we need Boyd, but I feel like everybody in the community could be doing more. And I don't feel like they do enough. Nobody, including our core. Ashley?
I mean, Boyd took on this role, Tyra. And I mean, as much as I don't care for Mullet in them or Ellis, because I really feel like he's the most useless character on the show thus far, they're not wrong. Y'all done took Big Sleepy Eye. You got to explain Psycho Killer's actions. Then we have to go back and kind of figure out what a plan is now, because the people are just right here. You're right here. The people are right there. All they got to do is pull down a ladder, Tyra. No talisman is going to stop them from opening up that hatch. They're literally right there. The tunnels aren't that deep. The hole ain't that deep. And I didn't see a lock on the door. They're on their way. And again, I think Boyd also, though, on the other side of that, he's allowed to feel everything that he's feeling right now. But Boyd has been breaking since Tien Chin last season. He has been a broken man on his journey to unraveling. I think seeing Smiley down there was like, well, F it. That was the one hope I had. I thought I did something, and to find out you did nothing. Oh, literally. And I think the super trailer is even him saying over and over again, I'm changing. But what are you changing into exactly, Boyd? I like seeing the emotion. You know, I stand Harold Perrineau, honey. Mercutio, honey. I love him every single time. And I love when he goes different places as far as his emotions. I want him to be able to feel all that. I like that Kenny's there and he's back stronger than ever. I was honestly really nervous for Kenny. He's literally lost everybody to the Frumville. And I'm like, now he's stepping up. He's back taking a leadership role. I think he's going to be integral. But I said this last season, and I'm going to say it again. Factions will arise. As much as Boyd, I think, is going to try to save face at the behest of Mullet and Ellis and all of that, we have some dissenting factors in the group. We have a Brotherhood of the Night's Watch who was left out to them people last season. Y'all ran the ambulance back and didn't even try to go back and get them. Left them for dead, literally. And then now you have top cop Karen here, Acosta, who's just mad at everybody for no reason. I really, really think we're going to start seeing more, not just the house and, you know, the town. I think we're going to see very stark lines drawn in the sand going forward. And I just hope Boyd can stay true. Like, I really hope he can stay true to that like integrity that he has. If that breaks, Tyra, he's the backbone. If he goes, I don't know. I don't know. What
Maybe
do we
it's
do?
somebody else's turn to be the backbone just for a little bit.
Donna?
Look here, that woman has served her country. I just think that whole sense of Donna, Boyd, Kenny, we're on the front lines. Everybody else get inside and they're none the wiser because Lord forbid they really know what's going on here and what's at stake all the time because they can only take so much. We have to protect them. No, I think they all really need to know what's going on and protect the home front. I need us to act as a unit. Everybody says with this fist, we can strike a mighty blow. I need everybody to big mama. I need everybody to big mama soul food this situation because y'all just lacking around wanting to be protected. No, I need y'all to do something around here. I need y'all to do more. And I need everybody to be talking, clicking on all cylinders. No, they're always the only ones jumping into action. Meanwhile, they in the back going to the diner, walking through the streets, follow la line. It's as well as long as we're in the house before it's dark. I mean, oh my God, what's happening over there? Girl, if you don't get over here and assist, assist. The ship is sinking.
It does feel very, very hopeless, though. I'm like, damn, look mighty bad.
I just wanted them to give Boyd some more support other than you need the butter but stuffing up. We need you. I know that. I've been that for y'all for multiple seasons. Speaking about toughen up and why I need Fatima to go on and be deaded. When are you gonna do something, son? You couldn't tell me. Between seasons 1 and 2, I was like, you know what? Once we get over this hurdle of you shot my mother, and I'm going to blame you for that, and I don't even want to see what, I don't want to acknowledge him. We don't have a really... After we get over that, Ellis going to show up. Ellis going to show up and show out. He's going to be useful. So we're going to have Ellis over there. We're going to have Kenny over there. He's going to jump into action. Ellis literally does nothing. Nothing. All Ellis' job is I'm just going to protect Fatima and make sure she's happy. Is she okay? Because that's my sole priority. It's other people here that could be really useful and they're just in the background. Why are we in season 4 and Ellis, outside of him getting over you shot my mama, where's the growth? What are you doing? Can you walk and chew gum at the same time? I need you to get into action. I feel like we already know sacrifices have to be made. The whole sense of knowledge coming at a cost. Some of our key players are going to have to go for us to get some more knowledge. If it's not you, then it's Fatima. I think him not being all consumed with all things, the love of my life, my last hope in Fromville, he'll jump into action. He'll get a little something about him. Either that or you sacrifice yourself for the squad, son. We got stuff to do around here. We need some more knowledge, and we ain't stopping just because they took Jim out in the back. When is he going to do something, Ashley? Is he going to do anything? Is there any promise left for Ellis at all?
I really don't know. There was a moment, I think last season, or maybe it was one of the earlier seasons, whenever Julia and Fatima were really tight and Ellis was kind of there, you kind of saw this weird, like, oh, is it going to be... Ella's gonna shoot a shot with is there gonna be some kind of love triangle or whatever there? I thought maybe they would have leaned into that, but at this point he's her do boy, and I really don't like that for him. I think if Boyd is our conquering hero, then the son should be like the prince and really helpful. All he want to do is paint a picture, Tyra, and I fear that's not enough unless he's painting the pictures that daddy brother had in the basement that's gonna tell us something in the past he's channeling and getting a vision while he's drawing a picture. Then I fear he's not useful at all. And I hate to say that because I want to see the people working, but sir, what do you do? What do you do here? Do you plow? Do you dig holes? Do you cook something? It just seems like you're always there to pull Boyd by the coattail. Come on, Dad. Let me get you, Dad. We need you. We got you. It's fine. I think last season he chased after Fatima when she was missing, and that's about it. I really want him to have purpose. And like I said, the paintings would be cool if they could somehow bring that into full circle, but I don't know.
He ain't painted one uncooey kid. He ain't painted one little bald-headed uncooey kid. It's just been picture after picture of Fatima. No. Can we please? I feel like he has to have a grander purpose. Because even if it's, the son jumping into action, then that's more so Kenny in the relationship that he has, with Boyd. But sir, you have something to offer. I believe in you. Now, what are we going to do with Elgin? First of all, whoever put the prosthetic on this man's face for that eye, wow. Wow. That was so funny to me. When he revealed that eye and the socket was down here, I said, I cackled so loud because why would you do that? That was so hilarious to me. But I'm not convinced that Elgin is just okay now. I don't feel like he had an awakening in that moment. Like, oh my gosh, it's let us see your eye, uncover, let us help you. And it's like, oh, well, that lady in the kimono, that angel, she said if I got Fatima down there and she delivered the baby, that that we could go home. Can we go home now? Are we still not going home? I'm not totally convinced, especially with the man in yellow and the way he's moving, that Elgin isn't ready and primed to be manipulated again. This doesn't feel like some clean slate. And I realize what y'all had to do is really like y'all didn't have to take my eye, Sarah. You didn't have to do this. I was trying to get us home. I was trying to do something for the greater good of the people. I think he feels like this is still a righteous cause. So how far is the line between, okay, well, he did that, let's whisper something else, and he's going to go and do that? It's very scary to have this frivolous person running around unkempt. I was like, lock him up. Patch up that eye and lock him up before he does something else. Yeah. I don't know. Between this and then we got Fatima. Is Fatima going to be cool with him still poo bearing and walking around the house all cavalier because you did kidnap me? I don't know, but never put his eye way down there again. That was funny as hell. Ashley.
Yeah, Big Sleepy got to go. Put him in a box. Put him in that box, whatever they have. I will say, I mean, Psycho Killer Sarah did have her moment, right, of hearing and then was able to kind of come back. He hasn't had that sort of Saul of Tarsus experience yet, though. So I don't know what Big Sleepy gonna do. The people want to burn people at the stake, damn near, at this point. So I don't really. Here's the thing. I wasn't in love with Big Sleepy's character anyway. All he did was sleep anyway when we first met him. Then he got high with Julie. And then he started talking to Kimono Dragon. It was like, what is the point of you, sir? Like, do you stand alone? And like you said, the fact that he's still talking about, dang, Kimono Dragon told me we'd be saved if she did that, and she did it and we're not saved. So is there something else I need to do? He's just too big to be laying around Tyra with no aim and no purpose. Like he needed to have some eyes on him, something on him. I don't know. Do they execute people in the Fromville? The one man got put into the pool. So I mean,
I can't remember the last time Boyd put somebody in the box. I guess the box is just non-existent now. You don't go to the hot box anymore.
Broken up the last time, like, oh, I can't do it, man. I'm more bound by my moral consciousness. But I think taking his eye was something. Send the killer in to do it. Send our number one hitter. She'll take care of it. Make Sarah do it in her sleep. She'll be all right. He'll be all right. Like, nobody will know. Nobody will be the wiser. He ran off. He escaped from.
I'm ready for the line to be drawn in the sand, like you said, for who's from and who isn't. Who's going to be helpful and who isn't. Like, I think it's time to break branches at this point. We can't be trying to coddle and save and secure. We got enough of that of all the other people. You did your action. Sarah did what she said. She said she's in the cellar. Sarah said she's in the cellar. I don't know what you're doing in here, boy. Breaking knuckles. She's in the cellar. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. Or like, we don't even know what the people in the house are going to say. You're just going to be walking around. It's going to be like, okay, well, what happened to you? Like, then we got to make up things a lot. He doesn't give, like, he can lie willfully and really, he has to be useful in some way. But I think if someone gets a hold of him and tells him the right thing to do, then we'll do that. But if an entity decides to whisper in his ear again, he's going to go and do that too. He's just a little simple. It's a Pooh Bear.
Send him over there with Cop Karen. She want him so bad. Go send him over there with her. Keep him away from the mass people, though, the public.
Please don't send him over there with her. Now, we are not new to From. We're true to From. By the time the good father rolled up, I said, ain't nobody in that car. There's nobody in that car. We have a system. The tree falls. We get to see everybody's reaction, and we get to see them go into From and become a part of the community and get the breakdown. He arrives here alone, sees that tree, and they're very strategic about showing us inside of the car. So by the time we skirt around the corner conveniently into the sheriff's station, say, yeah, you don't need this, boom. We're going to expose all of that. All the little sanctuary board. I'm going to knock that wall open. What talisman? We do that. The antics that Sophia was giving, I said, okay, yeah, this is the man in yellow. There's no way we get there. Frantic, sure. Oh my God. Oh my God. Blessed. Praise be. Oh my God. Get me out of here. I just need my dad. Get my dad. Is he okay? I'm just in a panic. Oh my God. Get the Bible. My Bible's I was in the way that Bible was strategically at the neck, guarding whatever could have penetrated her from the accident, and he's just out. We get into, we're writing things off. Well, I think he had a seizure. When people come over here and cross that threshold, they're susceptible to seizures. Maybe he had some of that, so he's out. But in the meantime, we're going to make sure she's okay. The community, our core, 8 people, they jump into action like they always do. All of the bystanders in the back that just eat and go to the diner and go to sleep, doing nothing. Let's pry her out of the car with the jaws of life. How she was all distressed, and it was just, oh my God. Someone help me. I'm a white Christian in need. I said, okay, yeah. It's the acting for me. It's the way that this man is coming in here to infiltrate the community. And everything. He's been watching. This is the all-seeing eye as far as I'm concerned. So the fact that you would disguise yourself and come in here to intentionally play on these people's tops and manipulate them is crazy. I say, oh, you're an actress. What really got me here, because I was over it. I was like, yeah, this is the man in yellow. I thought she was very reminiscent of Sarah. Not just, the good Christian faith, but just the aesthetic overall, just the relationship. I was like, is this, I'm confused with the man in yellow. I'm like, does someone have to die there and then you can pop up and appear as this person? Or can you come up and be Boyd? Can you walk up and be Tabitha? Can you be anybody that you want to? Or is it just the people who have died here and from? I don't know, because if it's that, and you can transform, you could have been anybody at this point.
In my opinion,
you could have been a Tilly. you could have been the boy in white. You could have been anyone. This just leaves more questions than answers as usual. But this is an agent of chaos. The way that she got here in the accident and how it conveniently occurred, it didn't take me to get to the ass end of the episode to know who this was. Ashley, she's a young Christian in distress.
Yeah, and saved by the holy book. I loved it, girl. You better had a word right here, saving it from cutting your neck off. And I liked that too, because that's a sign and a wonder, right? The people of the city, especially she's quoting scriptures and trying to pray by the end of the episode. They're going to say, oh, wow. And that Bible was right there. When I pulled her out of the car, it saved her, or that would have went right through her throat. Gretchen Grundler is diabolical. Do you hear me? And I can't wait. That smile and laugh she gives at the end, it's my favorite part. I'm like, okay, girl, this is a problem. And I really fear she's got her sights set on my Kenny. I don't like that. But I'm interested in this character. I like the approach. I like that she gives off this air of innocence. Y'all know how they love a mid-white woman, child. And I think that she's going to play on that. She's this delicate, docile flower who needs saving, but she's really there to raise a muck. I really like this. I'm really interested to see, Tab, are you going to try to be somebody else's mama when you're not mothering your own children? I can't wait to see how she messes with the dynamic and the types of games that she plays, because there's definitely going to be enmity. It's going to definitely whispering to Joe to tell John to tell so-and-so. I can't wait to see. I'm excited to see what Gretchen Gunler is gonna it's gonna be like with the rest of the people. I want to see. And is anybody gonna send something off? Is anyone gonna be like, I don't like her?
I don't know. I was a little nervous because the fact that it was predictable for me and they showed their hand so quickly. How long are we going to toy with the community? I think it would have been more interesting to keep the cards close to the chest and not let us be the wiser, and really have her ingratiate into the community. And maybe, 3, 4, 5 episodes in, it's like, aha, she's actually, you let us know this immediately, episode 1 of the season. So now we have to just really watch and suffer with our people as they're being manipulated. Come on, like dang. I wish they would have toyed with the audience just like they're gonna toy. Like I know the man in yellow is gonna toy with the people they're from, but I don't know. I'm like, y'all have to keep it interesting now because now we know exactly who she is. So how fun is it gonna be to watch her destroy everybody? I don't
Kind
know.
of fun. Because I want
Ashley, please.
because I really want to see who, like, in the from has discernment. Who's really gonna pick up? I think it might be surprising to all of us. So I'm really interested just to see like how she's gonna interact, if everyone's
We
gonna
already
receive
know.
her with open arms, or if there's gonna be pushback. I want to
We
know.
already know who my people are for discernment. My people are gonna it's gonna be Ethan, Victor, and Sarah every time. If anybody's gonna spot this mole, it's gonna be Ethan, Victor, or Sarah. Ethan's gonna be wrapped up in gym and stuff, and oh my dad, I can see that. But Sarah and Victor, I'm depending on y'all to point out this hoe. Okay, do your jobs, do what you're supposed to do. I'm just saying. But I want to know how they're going to keep the stakes and keep us interested. I don't want. We've seen these people suffer many a day. I want to see that. Oh, respect my authority. Let's get into Cartman. Get into Acosta Cartman. Oh my gosh. This is so stale to me. I cannot stand Acosta real bad. Real bad. I don't know. This template, it seems like I always have to have a naysayer in this. So now we have Randall kind of on the other side. We have to introduce someone else. And she's even more annoying than Randall was, in my opinion. And we're going to go because we're going to do this, lay all this groundwork just to try to redeem her later. We've already seen you do that with other characters. But the way this heifer and her entitlement, and we're never going to forget that you shot somebody 5 minutes into from, like you literally deaded somebody all gun happy. Coming in the room, we need to patch up Elgin's eye. Freeze! What are you doing? Doug said, if you don't put that down, we already know you don't have any bullets, fool. If boy don't do nothing, he gonna take some bullets. You don't even have that. It's just performative at this point. Oh, you sick people, all of you, disgusting, disturbing individuals. I can't believe, especially you, Boyd. You guys allowed him to do that to that kid. How dare you? Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. You know what? I'm gonna isolate myself because I want to deal with this community. None of you know what the hell you're talking about. I'm gonna be. I feel like Acosta thinks that she's a know-it-all, which is crazy. You've been here 5 minutes. You don't know what's going on. And I would think if there was a reaction to be had, everybody would be at a standstill. No, we're all acting with the same energy because sometimes things have to be done and grand sacrifices have to be made, like what we did up here to Elgin. And just because you don't understand it doesn't mean you get to be judgmental. I can get her being afraid and we're trying to cling to getting out of here, naturally so. But who's going to be at risk every time you feel like I need to do this grandstands and I'm going to do this to get out of here because I know better and I know more than all of you. She said, y'all not working hard enough. She said, do better. Think big, bitch. Think big. I'm going to think big and I'm going to find my way out of from because I'm the smartest person here. Respect my authority. Acosta is extremely annoying. We can't be annoying the entire time. So either we're going to flip it and she's going to be of use or she's just going to be this and drag somebody down with her. I don't want to see that, but I also don't want to see a repeat and rinse of what we went through with Randall. Randall's story, the storyline in the arc was good. And once he got attacked and he set himself down, but it took for him to really engage with it. And Acosta saw what it was. Believes it or not is a different thing. How much more is going to have to happen to her for her to really get to it? I really could care less, but I do want to approach this in a different way than we did with Randall. Ashley?
Brotherhood of the Night's Watch to me was totally different. His stuff came. It wasn't so much him being a know-it-all. It was so much him being brotherhood, and I could just feel it. And that shaved hair, I just knew he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Top Cop Karen is something totally different in my opinion. Top Cop Karen is one of those people that just feels as though she can come in and just do whatever she likes, whenever she likes, however she likes, and her way is just the best. Even though to me, she's a rookie cop. If I remember correctly last season, it's not like she's the experienced officer. Like she literally just got out of academy and now she wants to come here and tell this grown black man who he is. Get your hands off me. I said, Top Cop Karen, you got one more time. You got one more time. Go over there to the diner and let the diner check you, because they started playing Send in the Clowns. And I said, absolutely, Frank. Let her know. Send in the damn clowns, Acosta, because that's exactly who you are. I think her purpose here is definitely going to be to cause dissension. I think that there are going to be people who align with her. I think Brotherhood of the Night's Watch has not forgiven them for leaving him out there, child. Look at his face. Every morning he wakes up with that scar. I think that this is just part of the Man in Yellow's plan to divide the town. I think she's going to be a ringleader. She's got no problem letting them know how she feels, where she's at, what she's going to do. And so I just think that's a recipe for disaster. Anybody who comes into a new place acting as if they know better than the people that are there without like the ability to be taught or really take the time to get to know anyone. Up to this point, she's just been on high alert, watching to see everything that they've done wrong, not so much letting us know where she's at or what she's got going on. I love the diner scene. I said, pull your hair out, sis. Just end it. Like, you don't need to be here, girl. You just, figure out another way. I'm ready for her to go, Tyra. Her character infuriates me. It's just her, seeing her face annoys me at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make sure I'm not lagging. Am I still lagging?
They said you were good the first time.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I was trying to make sure I wasn't lagging. I just want them to do something else than Randall too. Who's gonna follow her? I think Randall, after we tried to fricassee our brain, Scar or not, I think Randall's adjusted. You still think he has beef?
I will never trust Brotherhood of the Night's Watch. I will never trust him. Tyra.
Well, I mean,
I think he's a great sacrificial lamb. I do.
Sacrificial lamb?
Yeah, if we need to feed something to the monsters, let's feed after Big Sleepy. We can feed Brotherhood of the Night's Watch to them.
I don't know. Brotherhood of the Night at this point, he gives me like he's gonna go out like I'm gonna go out helping someone, or I'm gonna be useful, because I don't know. Now this one here, sacrificial, I'll give it that. But if you go over here and you follow respect my authority, you deserve everything you get. Who's following her? And then she just got there. Another reason why boys should give a damn about the community, because it takes 5 minutes for this heifer to get here and whisper something in y'all ear, and then everybody's just, she has a following now in this diner like she's gonna do something. I cannot stand Tabitha.
911 emergency, reconnect the community.
I cannot stand Tabitha with a passion.
Never liked Tabitha.
What is the mission with the show wanting us to hate Tabitha? And hate is a strong word, but like the way that Tabitha could give a damn. It was very convenient how we all separated to begin with in that final episode, for Jim to be over here to get got by the Man in Yellow and for you to be here. You don't know what's going on, fine. But the rules in From still apply. Mm-hmm. The way we're here, she's still trying to coddle up to the kids for her going on her adventure and just coming back now. You know what, kids, come on, bring it in. Let's just go. Well, wait a minute. It's getting dark. But where's Dad? Have you seen Dad? Like, what? He's fine. He's fine. He's all right. Yeah. It's like, these are your last, thoughts and prayers, the energy that you're going to give towards your husband. He's fine. I don't care. He's good. Maybe he's at Colony House. Like, don't ask me about him anymore. Okay. It's cool. I have to worry about me. I cannot take another season of Tabitha. I just can't right now. I just can't. I need some time. I just can't do it. I need a moment. I can't do it. When are you going to be able to do something? The way Jay rolled up real polite, like, it was like, okay, cool. I have been doing red tape and connecting dots and reading books and getting cornered by Jasper in the caves with the land. I'm tired. This is the first real piece of information that we've gotten, and we need to hold on to it. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I know the dynamic of our relationship is shifted with the prophecy and everything, but let's go in. Let's talk. Is Jim here? I don't want to make you or him uncomfortable, but we need to persist and go ahead with this, girl. We got information. I don't know. I just can't do it right now. I just can't. Leave me alone, Jid. I can't. Girl, when can you? When can you is the question. Huh? We get in the house because she couldn't. The kids are being the kids, worried about their father. Ethan goes, is he dead? Is her dad? Is he dead? So I'm like, God, no, Ethan. Why would you say that, Ethan? And then right after that, there's a poltergeist situation in the kitchen and things are flying everywhere. I'm like, is this Jim? We can't say for sure. I know one damn thing. I cannot take another season of that. Let me not curse. I can't take another season of that phone. Okay? I don't want nobody on the phone. That phone has never met anybody any good. I don't want no telecommunication. None of that. Stay off of that phone. Maybe this is Jim trying to warn or tell them. I don't know, but we can't even rely on. Remember when we thought it was Thomas on the phone? Nobody's on the phone. Don't answer. Don't do that. The call is coming from inside the house. I don't have time for that. But Tabitha needs to really zero in on what's going on. I don't think we're going to do that. She's going to need to have her time. And I know there's going to be a sector of people. Oh, Jim's going to be gone. Allow Tabitha to mourn. What do we expect her to do? I'm going to allow that. That's to be expected. I'm sure we're going to have moments of her really acting like, because you can't tell me she loved this man the way she was ready to leave him outside to the wolves. He's all right. Don't ask me about Jim again. But after that's over, or in the midst of that, we need you to put on your big girl panties and let's keep moving ahead. We got so much information. Finally, some at the end, but now you want to halt it because I just can't right now. And then for the rest of the season, is it going to be, I just can't. We lost Jim. I don't know what to do. Don't ask me any questions. Shut up, Tabitha. I don't have time for this. Ashley?
Zaddy still trying to find a way. The only one who's been consistently trying to find a way. Big Zaddy, Jade, with the beard, with the salt and pepper. Yes. Doing his biggest one. And Tabitha's still useless. She's the worst mother that we've seen. She and her raggedy husband should have been throated together by the man in yellow. If you ask me, I don't think she deserved the prestige of coming here to try to save anybody because she can't even save her own children. Matter of fact, she doesn't even know where her children are half the time. And I was surprised when she moved them back when that car went. I was like, oh, look at you trying to be a mom for once. But no, she didn't give a damn about Jim. Talking about he's fine. Ho, you were in the from. It's dark. He's not home. And you're telling your kids with a surety that he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. When Ethan was like, Dad's dead. He's dead. He's dead, isn't he? No, you have to believe good things here in the from. Meanwhile, you've got all of this information that you and Jade have collected. You remembered on Kui, remember? And you were burdened with such glorious purpose last season that you were falling out of towers. You were chasing down tunnels, digging through the mud, like trying to get this solution. Now that you have it, Jade is like, we need to tell everybody. No, they won't believe us. You're in from. At what point do you suspend your disbelief? Because anything can happen here. Like, I don't get that. They just won't believe. No, you don't give a damn. You're selfish as you've always been. And I fear she's going to have another situation before it kicks her into gear. I think that you're right. I think that this Jim situation will be another excuse for her to whine, be mealy mouthed, and abandon her kids. Ethan and Julie for the win. They're going to be the ones to come up with the solutions because I fear Tabitha is very much useless. I really, really hate that she's in any way connected with my Jade. I don't even like them in the same sentence together, let alone the same room. But yeah, no, I don't have it for Tabitha. Never have, never will. What'd you say? Tabitha should quit saying, I just can't, when she spent all the time following the kids. She's supposed to. Exactly. And now that she knows her assignment, she doesn't want to do it. Yeah, throat it, Dane. Is that a problem? Throat it. But yeah, that's all I got for her.
We will see. Hopefully it's a battery in her back. I doubt it with her. It's just going to be, no. And that's why they open with that statement with the man in yellow. Oh, Jim, your wife shouldn't have dug that hole. Said, no, I shouldn't have dug that hole. No, I got Jim killed. I just poor little Latin boy in drag, always crying. Tabitha, shut up. I cannot. Somebody's going to lose their life. I have to think about my children. Leave me alone, Jade. Don't talk to me, Jade. Tabitha, please, girl. Now, leave your comments down below if you're watching this on the replay. Everybody else, leave it in the chat. Ashley, I'd like to know, how many times do you think Tabitha will leave her children this season? Leave them alone. How many times Tabitha will leave them kids alone?
This is a 10-episode season.
Mm-hmm.
She already abandoned them when Gretchen Grundler got there to try to save somebody, like she was a paramedic. I'm going to say at least 20 times, at least twice per episode, at least. 20 is on the low end for me. but at least 2 times every episode, once in the morning and once in the evening, daily.
I'm going to say 30. I'm going to say 30. I feel like it's going to be thrice an episode. Like she's going to leave those kids maybe 30 times this season. And we mean, oh, no, what? Stay there. Go. No. And I think Tabitha at this point, she feels like, Julie, you're old enough. Take care of Ethan. I gotta go. I gotta go. I think 30 times. And if somebody loves us enough and you're going to be here this entire time, go back and count to see how many times Tabitha leaves those kids. Because it's going to be multiple times. Every single time. I would like to think that the situation with Jim, whenever we have that, I thought that we were going to reveal what happened to Jim this episode, but we haven't. Once we know about it, as a mother, I would want to keep my kids close at all times. I would want to make sure they're okay. I'm not leaving my kids. Go on a trip in my favorite rocket ship with Victor's lunch kit where I got to stay close to my babies. My husband's gone. She gonna leave these kids every time. So keep tabs on that, somebody, please. I'm gonna go with 30. Ashley said 20. Maybe we'll meet in the middle at 25. Yeah.
I know it's gonna be at least twice an episode. I know that.
Every time. Let's get into my boy. Victor. Don't start that shit. Okay. Victor, we need you. I've been very patient with Victor. Very patient. We all have. This is the well of knowledge, okay? Victor has been here. He's seen these cycles. Even in this episode, when the girl got there in the wreck, I'm like, it's like, does the man in yellow find a different angle and way to infiltrate the town every time? Or do you come across the curb in a car every time? Like how identical are these cycles? Because it seems to be just a lot of repetition. But are you going to recognize something, Victor? I'm depending on you to recognize that heifer is not who she says she is. I don't want it to be my daddy back. And I understand that, Maki Dada, I'm so happy for you. That was such an emotional moment when we got that full circle situation with him and his dad and he came back and we hugged it out. And son, it was never your fault. I love you, son. All of that. Real cute. But all the progress that we were making on the home front when he had his butt over there with Tabitha and when he had especially Sarah. Oh, we was cooking. We was cooking over there with Sarah. We were making strides. We were getting more and more information. Prying things out of Victor is so hard because he holds on to him with the jaws of life. But I know he knows more. He has to know more than we know of him at this point. He's just choosing what he wants to share, when he wants to share it, and who he wants to share it with. But him sharing information is all at the head of how he feels emotionally. So if we want to go back and crawl into our little childlike bubble because I get to be a boy again and my daddy's here, that is not the Victor that's going to lead us to the light. I've waited for you, Victor, please. I've been really patient with your ass. I need you to come through this season. I don't need, when he was moving that bunk bed, I said, oh my God, what's all that damn noise in the hallway? Huh, my dad is here. He's going to be in the room. I'm so excited. Father, Daddy, yes, John boy, we don't have time for that. This is not a little house on the prairie. This is not a time for you to recapture. We're beyond that. The best thing you can do for yourself is try to get you and Daddy out of here in general. This ain't the time to post up and be a boy child. I'm waiting on you, and we need you to make sure you're around here protecting Ethan at all times because we know Tabitha not going to do it. Please show up for us, Victor, and give us some new information. Save us, if you will, because I know you have it in you. Don't be running around in your sweaters, doing nothing, crying. That's that little screenshot. I got that shot from the trailer. I was like, what are you doing on the tree, Victor? Get up. What are you doing, Victor? We need you. And I feel like he's about to play in our face for a little while. I don't need that from Victor. We had enough of that. I want him to get to the business. Ashley?
Yeah, I told you, brother daddy's an op. He is here on assignment to keep Victor distracted. That is his whole purpose here, in my opinion. That is what I think his sole purpose is. I think that Victor will still come through in the 9th hour. But I mean, this is going to be what it is. I think that brother daddy is going to coddle. He's going to welcome him into his bosom. And Victor's going to be like, this is what I've been wanting for all of these years. Honestly, I have my hopes staked on Ethan more than I do Victor. I think Victor's got some old knowledge, which is cool. And like I said, I think he'll come through in the clutch, but I definitely think he's going to reside over here for a while. in this. Like you said, I'm a real boy in his Geppetto box. Like Pinocchio Geppetto. I think that's where he's gonna be for a minute. And I'm not mad at that. Love on your daddy, but I do think his father is an op. I think he is here on assignment. I do not think that brother daddy is good. I never have. Never have.
No, I don't think none of us were ever comfortable with the journey that Tabitha went on and the way that we conveniently, oh, we're gonna go see that bottle tree, and then we wind up back here. Oh, my son's here. Victor has regressed the moment that man touched down. All the tears, all the emotion, and everything that he was trying to investigate with Sarah and Tabitha stopped. It came to a blunt halt. So he definitely could be an op. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep a close eye on him. But we need Victor. Don't write Victor off just yet. I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't have time for that. I get really patient with Victor. I really do. Leaving Victor. Let's get into the rest of our folks. What are we gonna do with them? I feel like, I don't know if it was just me, but it felt like last season I was like, why y'all trying to put Randall and Julie together? What's happening with that? It felt a little romantical, just a little piece. I was like, how old is Julie again? How long we been here? How long we been here? But it felt like something romantic. I don't know if we're still gonna go ahead with that this season. But we didn't really get any of him this episode. Ashley said he still has a grudge. He's still Brotherhood of the Night's Watch. I don't know. It felt like there was some acceptance. He was changed last season after that type of experience. Why wouldn't you be? But I want to know what we're going to do besides having him tag team with Julie or whatever. Because, put these people in use. I am depending on Sarah to take that heifer down. I am depending on Sarah to recognize Sophia. Ho, I know you know who you say you were. Now, whether or not anybody's going to listen, the way they're acting in this episode, nobody's listening to anybody. They probably won't believe her. But as far as recognizing something, Sarah has that intuition. She has it in her. I believe in you. Now, Donna, a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. I've been seeing so much about Donna being an op. Did I miss something? Donna is working in Flum as an entity. I've been seeing that so much. That look out for Donna. Donna's been working for that other side this entire time. She's an op, especially towards Boyd. She means the town no good. That's news to me. As far as I was concerned, Donna was carrying the city on her back. So I don't know, but I do want more than her just doing the brunt work all the time and her being a strong white woman. I want more than that. I had said this in my upload. I said, what happened to that black lady who was driving the bus? I thought they were going to put these two together.
Whatever.
Basta. I thought they were going to put her with Donna, and then we would have like some type of kinship, something grow, some friendship, and Donna would have someone to play off of. But we ain't seen that woman, so I don't know if she's still here. But actually, what do you think is next for our people here? Why is Donna an op? Can y'all tell me in the chat why Donna's an op?
I never thought she was an op. I never did. I thought Donna was, like you said, a strong lumberjack. I thought she had a strong back and she was out there working, and she might like a little cat on the side. I never thought anything negative about Donna whatsoever. She run that colony house. They was having orgies in the beginning. I said, Donna's a freak. But I never thought that there was anything outside of that. I think she's going to have to stand up. I think she broke a little bit last season. We all saw that. But she might have to stand in for Boyd. We'll see. But I'm not counting Donna out at all. As far as Sarah Psycho Killer, my number one hitter, that's my girl in a bag of pearls now. She can do no wrong for me. She's that one that will get the job done. Like you said, her discernment is top tier. I would love to see a showdown between her and Gretchen Gundler. I would love to see that. As far as Brotherhood of the Night's Watch, now I'm not saying he's doing anything nefarious. I'm just saying who he is. He's Brotherhood of the Night's Watch. I'll never trust him, period. Do I think he's a mastermind? No, but something's talking to him. Something's trying to get his attention, and something left him alive. There's no way that he was abandoned over there, got that deep scratch, but they didn't take him out. He is there by design and by purpose, baby, working from the front. Y'all not gonna make me believe otherwise. Why is he still here? Anybody else would have been a goner, Tyra. Anybody else would have their throat. Sleeping with the fishies. He's back with this scar. No. No. Y'all not gonna put that on my crack. I know what I saw.
That was convenient as hell last season. Last season that was overly convenient. I said, why he not? We just knew he was dead. We knew he was a goner.
Back to the colony house at night with the monsters outside and
They
made
did.
it.
They did. Well, you know, at the time we thought that they were leaving him alive to be the town's undoing because he was going to come back with the vengeance. Because boy, how dare you leave me out there? But he didn't do anything.
He sleeper cell.
I don't know. I feel like we had that hurdle with him, and we can't have it be City. You can't have Acosta and Randall in here like that. You can have either or to me. So I feel like Randall's a change. I feel like Brotherhood is a nice watch. It's a changed man. I do.
I'm just saying it's weird he's alive, Tyra.
It was always weird. I was like, what kind of plot convenience was that? But chill, leaving here because I got some more for you, Sarah. I believe in you, Sarah. We need you. Let's get into Ethan. Is he dead? Tabitha? Mom? Ethan, savior or architect? Now look at here. We ain't seen this little boy in white in quite some time. We ain't seen him since he pushed Tabitha out of the tower. I'm always unsure with Ethan. Ethan's always just the only Lone Ranger, the only kid there. But he always has all of this information. How do you know these things, Ethan? How do we know? I think for quite some time in those early seasons, we thought that Ethan was the boy in white. Or we thought like, oh, they're reincarnating, so Ethan is Victor and nah. We were throwing those theories outside real hard. But now that we have this man in white, and it's all about story walking and what you can and can't do here and all the rules in the books and Ethan's writings, I'm like, Is Ethan the man in yellow? Is Ethan the boy in white? Who the hell is Ethan and what is his real agenda? I don't think we know at this point. Actually, what are you expecting from Ethan in this season? And who do you think he is in a grander plan?
I think Ethan's the key. I think that he is solely good. I think that there's still the innocence about him. I think that's why he's able to gain the access to knowledge that he has already, like just innately. I'm not equating him to anything dark at this time. I still think he's good. I think he's like Henry in Once Upon a Time. Like, I really think he's the holder of the book. And I think he will be the one to help change it possibly, or find out how we can rewrite the story or change the story. I think Ethan still is the key. I still trust him. I love his awareness. I'm interested to see where it goes, but no, I don't think he's affiliated with the From directly. I don't
know, and I'm sure with the direction in the show and just how the seasons go, you want to keep Ethan looking like Ethan in a boy, but we don't really know how much time has gone by. But regardless of that, it never looks like time moves for Ethan. Ethan has looked like Ethan for a very long time. I'm like, is he growing? Is Ethan growing? Is he age? Like, I'm serious. Like, is Ethan growing up? Like, is he? I can see like I've seen Julie change through the seasons, and clearly just with the actor, he's not, the young Ethan that started from season 1, but just like growing as a character and us keeping up with it, just seems like Ethan's at a standstill. I'm like, are you having birthdays? Are you growing, Ethan? I don't know. I don't know. Something tells me that Ethan is a little piece of nefarious. I don't know.
Oh,
and this
no,
boy in white, this boy in white better be the uncle in white. He better be Unc in white when we see him next time. Because the boy in white is growing. We've seen him grow over the seasons, and it's like, oh, he's aging. Ethan does not seem to be aging to me. I don't know.
No, but I think the boy in white is nefarious. I never thought the boy in white was great or good necessarily. So, but yeah, no, but I think Ethan is good.
Not Ethan. Ethan can be a shapeshifter. Oh Lord, he's not aging to me. I don't know. I'm like, are you okay? Ethan, blink twice if somebody's in there. But let's get in here and why I need Sarah. There's always been beef between Kenny and Sarah, and we all know why. But the moment that it was like, oh yeah, go over there with Kenny, I said, please leave Kenny alone. Kenny has suffered enough. Don't take him through there. You already know Christy ain't want to spread it wild with my boy. She want to go down them streets with him. So I haven't really had to have any got to have any like real intimate connections. Now what confused me is when Boyd was going on his little rant, and we keep going through these same cycles and having to tell people the same thing. I have to go tell that 15, 16-year-old girl that her dad might die and explain from. I was like, oh, so she's supposed to be a child.
A child, yeah, she's a teen.
Yeah, I didn't get that at first. I thought we was a grown woman and she was gonna come over here and try to seduce Kenny with Jesus and feminine wiles. I didn't know until Boyd said what he said. But we already know what the agenda is. This is my favorite part. This is when they tear themselves apart. I was like, oh my goodness, the all powerful. Kenny is over here lax and sleeping on the job. I said, Kenny, if you don't get your ass up, we don't get to do that. These are new people, regardless of what's happening. Whatever happened to keeping an eye on folks? Who's guarding the door? Who's here? We got to make sure. Because, one slip, something's open. The curtains pull from everybody. The talismans are down. The doors are open. The windows are open because they thought that they could roam free because they don't believe that from is what we said it was. No, we're really like adjusting quite nicely. We're calm. Oh, thank you so much, Kenny. Like, praise God, praise Allah. I'm so happy that you're here to help me. Okay, can I just have a moment? I just want to go sit with my daddy. I need to be here for my daddy. He's like, okay, all right. I'm gonna go over here and take a nap. Why we're taking a nap, I don't know. Maybe the way she tapped that pastor's like, wake up, Simba, wake up. I said, oh my God, we have the power to just put people to sleep at any given time via touch, because we did the same thing. We were innocent, walking on the side of the street. Said, I need help. I'm lost. Said, I'm lost too, girl. Get in the car. And we know what happened there, the accident. And we get the confirmation and the transformation of the man in yellow turning into Gretchen Grindler. And we whisper, and them eyes roll back in the most wicked way. This is my favorite part. I'm so sad you're going to miss it. I'm so sad that I had to use you like this, sir. But this has to be done. This is what I do every single time. Ooh. Dancing, real giggity. She was Quagmire up in there. I said, oh my gosh, it's terrible. How sinister this is. I really hate that the community isn't as close-knit, because it don't take much to break this community apart. We have these people that you've known that have helped you, that have been in the trenches, like Fatima or Boyd, Kenny, whomever, hell, Sarah, and they will tell you something plain blunt in your face. I don't believe you. You sure that's what happened? You sure that's what you saw? Daddy, are you sure that that's what happened? Don't tell Fatima that. That's not true. So it's not going to be hard for this one to come and say, hey, such and such said this. Such and such did that. Do you really believe that? And this is a newcomer, and y'all going to take it verbatim and run with it and get even more anxious than you already hear and have this trust for everybody? Well, I can't trust you. Gretchen Grundler. Sophia said that you said that I was da. I can't. Really? That's all it's going to take? That's really sad as hell for everything that everyone has been to each other at this point. But I know she better leave Kenny alone. Leave Kenny alone, sir. I just really don't want to see any more suffering with Kenny. I think that as far as like tension, we're going to try to get to Boyd. Boyd got his own stuff going on. He already broke down. But like to like have stuff pop off, I think the man in yellow, the girl in the dress and the glasses, we're going to try to get to Kenny, get to Sarah, and get to Acosta. I think we're going to go over there. I think those are going to be the main culprits that, okay, I need to really get under their skin. I'm hoping that somebody will do something. But like I said, I'm depending on Sarah to recognize that you aren't who you say you are. And Kenny will probably be here trying to be the naysayer and protect her, because how dare you, Sarah, after everything that you've done and said, and my dad and it's gonna be over there, and that's gonna be hurtful to see. Ashley, this is the part where they tear themselves apart.
This is my favorite part. I was like, Gretchen, sit your ass down. Took them glasses off. Because at first I was like, oh, she's got the gift of healing. Look, she's going to...
Ashley, please.
Because we've been needing a Father Khatri, right? Like, I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting another priest. Like, it's going to be a thing. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, oh, this is my favorite part. I was like, girl, please. And Kenny, like, again, what? Okay, y'all know that I recently went back and watched Walking Dead for the first time. Do you remember what he did when Michonne came in there? He said, get your ass in that cell. I'm going to shut that door. You're going to sleep here, and I'm going to wake up in the morning. We'll see how this all worked out. I'm not going to sleep in the Fromville with a stranger, not without you being in one of them cells or wherever, locked away, because I need to make sure we're good. She already touching the talismans. Girl, get your hands off of it. We need that. This is what keeps us safe here. She's quoting scriptures at him. And then, Kenny, you decide you're going to take a leisurely nap? Like, this is not the time for that. Looks back, and then she's not even quiet about it because she's got those loud whispers. This is my favorite part. I'm like, girl, Kenny, if y'all wake your tail up and see what she's going on. But it makes but it makes sense to me because we know that the From has been trying to break Boyd intentionally the entire time he's been there. He's been like the center. And we saw, of course, the unraveling with his wife. Then we saw Tien Chin. We saw what we had to do to Big Sleepy and, you know, the other guy who abandoned his family in the first season, I think. And now if he gets Kenny, if the man in yellow, aka Gretchen Grundler, aka whoever, gets Kenny, that's gonna send Ellis or Kenny. If she gets to either one of those and can turn them or take them out or do whatever, it's gonna be over. So I think this is very strategic. But yeah, they're saying she's 15, 16, a child, the same people that were sacrificed in this town. Now she's coming representing that. Y'all know they like to save a mid-white woman, Tyra. Like they do. It's the same in every show. It's the same damn near in real life. So they're going to be caping for her. I just want to know what's in her bag of tricks. That's what I want to know. Because what you got in there, girl, what's in that suitcase that you're going to pull out and put on Kenny? Because I don't want seduction. Don't give me a secret romance, a secret rendezvous. Don't do that. I don't want to see that.
You know, Kenny's been logging for companionship for quite some time. Said, I need a girlfriend. Said, you know, Christy, if you're not doing anything later. I am thinking that some loss is going to be had this season. More loss than we've already had. Like our core, some of our core people like lost, because this is going to get really bad. I wanted to know via the man in yellow when he was like, Jim, you and all your little investigation, you messed up my plan. I can't even come to them the way I was going to come to them before. Now I need to have another disguise. How are you going to show up, man in yellow? Like, were you? I know you wasn't going to show up as this creep that you wasn't. This wasn't going to be anything. Like, this was the perfect, unassuming, just, you know, person to show up as. But this was a secondary choice because you investigated and the knowledge came at a cost. I'm going to take you out and now I got to change forms. What were you going to show up as? I know you were going to show up as the disturbed looking man. You look creepy as hell. But I was curious to know, what was the first choice?
I don't know. It would have been awesome, honestly, if he came back as Jim. That would have been the dopest thing, which makes me think he's limited in the bodies he can use. Right? Because when he metamorphed into whatever, because why wouldn't you come back in Jim? That would be the perfect infiltration. There's already been trust established within the Fromville. Why wouldn't you? So there's got to be a
limit. If Julie, Time Walker Julie already saw like the death happen.
Maybe that was messing up his plan. Maybe that was the plan. I don't know.
Who's to say that he still can't come back as Jim and whisper sweet nothings to them kids? Who knows? I don't know.
Throated, Tyra. He was definitely throated. It was. She saw it.
This is my favorite part. The girl, back up. Back the fuck up.
Hot breath. You can tell her breath is hot.
Any predictions for the next episode?
Girl, you know I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I can think is that our girl Gretchen is going to be trying to ingratiate herself and meet the people of the town and figure out, you know, how it's really a facade because you already know these people. The man in yellow has studied everyone there or has met them lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, so already knows. But I'm just really, really curious what little games and divisive things she's going to do and how it's going to play out. Are they going to be attacking each other? Because they're going to rip themselves apart. They're going to rip each other apart. So I want to get to that. Let's get to the happenings. I want to see what sows seeds of discord, and I want to know what's going to happen with Big Sleepy. What are y'all going to do? And what are they going to tell the people? Y'all have a whole community, a whole 47 people to tell.
Yeah. Peter Griffin, that came into my mind also, but with Tabitha being so consumed with Tabitha all the time, Gretchen Grunler being changed clothes and everything else by the time she recognizes something, like her revelation will come way later when it's not useful anymore. It's Tabitha.
Yeah.
I said she's gonna be trying to. I love when she tells that talisman, like, yeah, this means nothing. This does nothing. I can roam free. This talisman, I don't care about this. So what does this do? What's this, Kenny? Yeah, I think we're gonna be trying to whisper sweet nothings to Kenny for all the wrong reasons. Drop, seeds of distrust and distinction in the ranks. And if you ever seen God, what is that? With the Umbrella Academy, where she whispers the secrets and, like, I heard a secret that blank, blank, blank. She's going to be running around doing the freaking most. It's just about who decides to believe it or not. I think the Jim family is the most vulnerable at this moment. I want to know how we're going to deal with Jim's death. Because I thought we were going to kind of get, not, RIP, but I thought we were going to get that out the way. I thought we were gonna get that out the way and get ready to be torn and emotional, and we got to move beyond it and get your mama that black dress. No, we still have to deal with that later, so that'll be interesting to see how we react. And I want to know why Ethan's mind immediately went to death. This is gonna be bad. I feel like we're gonna watch our people suffer for quite some time. It's just us waiting and hoping that they get a break, and I don't think it's gonna come anytime soon. It's gonna be bleak. It's gonna be bleak for quite some time, and that's so unfortunate. But y'all, that was from. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Ashley, anything you want to share with the people before we get out of here?
Don't forget to run up the uploads. We have uploads for a lot of stuff this week, both Tyra at Struggle Reviews TV and myself. I have a From Theories video up from all the theories I found on Reddit and in the comment section and in the Discord. Be sure to be here tomorrow where we'll be talking about the Testaments. If you're not watching the Testaments, what are you doing? It's the sequel to Handmaid's Tale, and it's so amazing. My upload will be up for that tonight or tomorrow. Same with Tyra, I think, for that one, but we're doing the live as well as Imperfect Women. And baby, that Imperfect Women episode, hear me, come through. The live is going to be fun. Dom will be back tomorrow. And then make sure that you're stay tuned. Like, we have a lot of more stuff coming up. More shows are coming out. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, hype the video if you enjoyed yourself with us tonight. Do all of the things. And thank y'all for coming through. This was a strong start to the season. So appreciate you guys coming through.
Most definitely. You better hype it up. Hype me up. Show your love down. Show your love in my Steve Harvey voice. If you want us to continue to come back and discuss the rest of From, this is always fun, but it's always better when we have you guys support. As I actually said, go and support them uploads, my boy. Go support those uploads. My Testaments video will probably be up tomorrow as well. Be sure to get into that show because the Testaments episode was fire. But thank you guys so much for supporting and watching and commenting. We appreciate that, and we will definitely see you guys next time. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Say it, spit it out. What is it exactly? The pain is the amount, cleaning you out, my satisfaction. Today I'm thinking about